Hi, ArcfieldWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday morning, October 10th. It's been kind of a chilly, dry weather pattern in the Mid-Atlantic region for the next few days, and relatively the same over the next couple of days. Relatively quiet conditions. The most active weather day for the northeastern part of the nation, including the Great Lakes and the Mid-Atlantic region, will be on Thursday when a strong cold front arrives. It looks like it could be quite a wet frontal passage, and there certainly can be some strong wind gusts as well. Following that frontal passage late in the day on Thursday, another cool air mass will arrive into the northeastern quadrant of the nation for Friday and Saturday. Let's start off by looking at the total precipitation amounts over the next 5 days as depicted by NOAA's Weather Prediction Center. Again, this is for the next 5 days going all the way into Saturday morning from this morning, Monday morning. And the main area of interest here in the northeastern states shows up as perhaps more than a couple inches of rain. All of this associated with that frontal passage on Thursday and Thursday night. There'll be a kind of a deepening upper level trough crossing the Great Lakes, and it'll take on a negative tilt as it slides into the northeastern part of the nation. A negative tilt meaning the upper level trough axis will become more oriented from the northwest to the southeast, and that allows for a lot of upward motion on its eastern side, and hence possibility of not only some downpours in the mid-Atlantic region, in the northeast U.S. on Thursday and Thursday night, but also isolated thunderstorms and strong wind gusts are possible as well. Still a little bit of rainfall out across the southwestern states, kind of a final monsoonal push of moisture into the southwestern states. Much of the other part of the western U.S. remains dry over the next 5 days. Well, let's take a look at last night's operational run of the GFS 0Z. We're looking at 850 millibar temperature anomalies. Again, starting off with a chilly air mass, below normal temperatures in the northeastern part of the nation. We saw the coolest reading so far this season. Places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, all surrounding suburbs, even frost in some areas, and not too far from freezing in many spots. Like Culpeper Airport dropped to 31 degrees, for example, Sunday morning. And we'll have another chilly air mass to deal with come Friday and Saturday in the northeastern part of the nation. Above normal temperatures out across the northwestern part of the U.S. Now, let's go forward and we'll see. We'll tend to get back to normal by the middle of the week in this part of the nation, above normal over the upper part of the Midwest. But looking upstream, we have another chilly air mass. Here's the colder than normal temperatures reaching the northern plains by Thursday. See kind of a delineation in the temperature anomaly pattern right here across the eastern Ohio Valley, down across the south central U.S. That's where that next strong cold front will be on Thursday morning. Again, the most active weather day of the week will be Thursday for the Mid-Atlantic region, for New England, for the eastern part of the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes. And then that frontal passage will usher in another chilly air mass by the time we get to Friday, and it certainly sticks around on Saturday as well. We'll go farther ahead in time and we see additional chilly air masses will rotate from the northwest into the southeast, into the Great Lakes, Mid-Atlantic region. This is the forecast map for next Tuesday, 8 days from right now. This is Tuesday, October 18th, and there'll certainly be another chilly air mass, colder than normal air mass, coming from Canada across the Great Lakes into the northeast later on in the month of October. Well, let's take a look at the surface forecast maps from the 0Z run, starting off with rain-free conditions here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Chilly. The temperatures generally in maybe the upper 30s to the lower 40s in suburban locations this morning across the I-95 corridor region. And much of the nation relatively dry right now. Again, we'll have a little bit of moisture in the southwestern part of the nation over the next few days. And the big weather story will show up here by the time we get to the middle of the week. First of all, look at this strong fetch of air out of the southwest to the northeast. That's ahead of the incoming trough that will feature a strong cold front. Here we go. By the time we get to Thursday morning, Here is the strong cold frontal system right at this time on Thursday morning. We'll draw it in terms of where it looks like it will be according to the isobar pattern right here come Thursday morning. And again, we have a lot of moisture feeding it ahead of it from the Gulf of Mexico. And this is a cold air mass with colder air pouring in from the northwest to the southeast into the upper part of the Midwest and northern plains on Thursday. Thursday itself and Thursday night will become quite wet in the Mid-Atlantic region, the northeast U.S., and there can certainly be some heavy downpours associated with this active weather system on Thursday and Thursday night in the northeastern part of the nation. Maybe again some isolated thunderstorms and strong wind gusts as well. GFS depicting some heavy rainfall by the time we get into, let's say, the midnight hour on Thursday night up across New England. That's midnight Thursday night going into early Friday morning. Then by the time we get into Friday, here we go. Next chilly air mass pours into the Great Lakes and then the Mid-Atlantic region and northeastern part of the nation come Friday morning. Remember, I've been pointing out the dashed blue line right here, 540 line. That kind of is our rain snow line as we go forward into the winter season here, and it certainly is indicative of a pretty chilly air mass headed this way from central Canada into the Mid-Atlantic region, the northeast U.S. by the time we come to the upcoming weekend. That just sits and sticks around on Saturday as well. Here we are on Saturday. It looks like likely a rain-free day. By the way, the Phillies' first home game, as far as the playoffs are concerned, in 11 years will take place on Friday night, and then again on Saturday. It certainly looks like it will be chilly conditions, probably rain-free following the passage of that Thursday frontal system. So again, the most active weather day of the week for the northeastern part of the nation, Thursday into Thursday night with a strong cold front. Downpours possible, even some strong wind gusts possible as well. Of course, we'll focus in on that over the next couple of days. That's it for now. For ArcfieldWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.